Dante Gabriel Rossetti, 1828–1882, was one of the founding members of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood and a central figure in the movement. His art is known for its rich symbolism, intense emotionalism, and meticulous attention to detail. There were many characteristics of Rossetti's art that were characteristic of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. These included attention to detail. Like his fellow Pre-Raphaelites, Rossetti paid close attention to detail in his paintings, meticulously rendering textures, patterns, and natural elements. His works often feature intricate backgrounds and carefully observed botanical or architectural details. Vivid colors is another Pre-Raphaelite characteristic of his art. Rossetti's paintings are characterized by their rich and vibrant colors, which he often applied in layers to create a luminous effect. He was known for his use of jewel-like tones and dramatic contrasts, which added depth and intensity to his compositions. He also involved symbolism and allegory in his art. Many of Rossetti's paintings contain symbolic elements and allegorical themes, drawn from literature, mythology, and religious sources. He was particularly interested in themes of love, desire, and spirituality, and his works often explore complex emotional and psychological states. A further Pre-Raphaelite characteristic of his art is medievalism. Rossetti shared the Pre-Raphaelites' fascination with the art, literature, and culture of the Middle Ages. He often drew inspiration from medieval poetry, legends, and romances, incorporating medieval themes and motifs into his paintings. There are additionally several strong elements of Rossetti's art that were unique to him. Rossetti repeatedly painted portraits throughout his career. While portraiture was not uncommon among the Pre-Raphaelites, Rossetti's approach to portraiture was distinct. He had a talent for capturing the individual character and personality of his sitters, often infusing his portraits with a sense of mystery and introspection. His portraits are known for their psychological depth and emotional resonance. One of Rossetti's most famous portraits is Beta Beatrix, 1864–1870, which depicts his late wife Elizabeth Siddal as Dante Alighieri's Beatrice from the Divine Comedy. The painting is imbued with symbolism and emotion, reflecting Rossetti's deeply personal response to Siddal's death and his belief in the transcendent power of love. Poeticism is a further unique characteristic of his art. Rossetti was not only a painter but also a poet, and his paintings often have a lyrical and poetic quality. He was deeply interested in the relationship between poetry and painting, and his works often evoke a sense of narrative or storytelling, inviting viewers to engage with the visual and symbolic layers of meaning, and are imbued with emotional intensity. Rossetti's art is characterized by its lyrical and poetic quality, which reflects his dual identity as both a painter and a poet. He believed in the close relationship between poetry and painting and symbolic richness found in his poetry. Many of Rossetti's paintings evoke a sense of narrative or storytelling, inviting viewers to engage with the visual and symbolic layers of meaning. His use of rich colors, intricate details, and symbolic imagery creates a sense of atmosphere and mood, drawing viewers into his poetic world. He also involved Pre-Raphaelite muses in his subject matter, particularly in his portraits. Rossetti had a particular fascination with female beauty and often depicted idealized, ethereal women in his paintings. These Pre-Raphaelite muses, including his wife Elizabeth Siddal and other models such as Jane Morris, wife of William Morris, became iconic figures in his art, representing themes of love, desire, and spirituality. One of Rossetti's most famous muses was his wife, Elizabeth Siddal, who appears in many of his paintings, including Beta Beatrix and Ophelia, 1850–1851. Other models, such as Jane Morris and Fanny Cornforth, also served as inspirations for Rossetti's paintings, embodying different aspects of feminine beauty and sensuality. Rossetti's paintings significantly influenced later art movements. Rossetti's art had a significant influence on later movements such as symbolism and the aesthetic movement. His emphasis on symbolism, emotional expression, and the fusion of art and poetry paved the way for new developments in the visual arts and literature. Rossetti's iconic imagery, rich symbolism, and poetic sensibility continue to inspire artists and writers to this day. His influence can be seen in the work of symbolist painters such as Gustav Klimt and Edward Burne-Jones, as well as in the decadent poetry of writers like Algernon Charles Swinburne and Oscar Wilde. Overall, Dante Gabriel Rossetti was a key figure in the Pre-Raphaelite movement, known for his distinctive style, rich symbolism, and complex emotional themes. His art continues to be admired for its beauty, depth, and poetic sensibility.